Hello, welcome again. Today we are going to look at a very important relationship actually between man and plants. If we look critically, you'll find that actually plants help sustain human life on Earth, and plants actually contain vital nutrients which can actually build the human body and also help the human body in its defenses, especially the immune system. Now, if we are to go back to the scripture books, you'll find that actually the human body was made from the soil. And as we're told, the body was made from the soil. We also know that plants themselves have their roots in the soil. So plants actually feed on the soil and man feeds on the plants. So we rely on plants to get nutrients which are in the soil. When you look at the way the human body lives, you find that actually the human beings who are alive live above the ground, and the dead bodies are buried under the ground. So you find that actually a plant becomes a very interesting thing in that the roots of the plant are actually underground where the dead bodies are buried. Therefore, you'll find that actually the dead bodies are actually acting as fertilizers for the plant. So the bodies which are alive, which are up, you find that actually eat plants. So we eat plants and plant eats man. So what is in plants is also in man. So if you look at it that way, then you'll see that it's very important for us to derive our nutrition from plants, because man and plants are more or less the same. So you'll find that when communities who feed on plants are generally more healthier than communities which thrive on less foods made from plants. So you find that actually the makeup of the human body is actually what is in the soil, and plants actually feed on the soil, and those who are living feed on the plants. So plants feed on man, the dead bodies, and also those who are living feed on the plant. So plants have a very good relationship between the dead and the alive, the buried and those who are up on the ground. So you'll find that actually plants have chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is what we can refer to as the blood of the plants. Now, man has got blood. So when we look at the molecular structures of blood and chlorophyll, you find that more or less they have a similar relationship, and you'll just find that the main difference actually is the nucleus. You'll find that in blood, the nucleus, you have iron, and you find that in chlorophyll we have magnesium. So actually when we take plants and we ingest the chlorophyll, it's very easy for the body to convert the chlorophyll into blood. So we can see that there's that relationship, and that's why actually we should consume plants. So you'll find that animals in the bush normally feed purely on plants, and if you look at them, you find that their health is much better than health of the human beings who feed on non-plant products. Those who really use vegetables, fruits, you'll find that actually their health is quite poor, and you find you cannot compare their health with the animals in the wild. Therefore, for us to boost our immune system, for us to strengthen ourselves, and for us to resist disease, it is vital that we eat plants. So the plants can be found in different forms. We can have fruits, we have seeds, we have the leaves, we have roots, we have even tubers. So when you consume these products, our body receives all the nutrients that it desires, it requires to maintain our health. So my advice, can we start eating more of plants so that we can create a better, healthier society? Because currently we have an epidemic of diseases which you cannot describe. And if we check the correlation, we will find that actually man has introduced a lot of pesticides, a lot of chemicals into the food chain, such that the plants we're eating right now are full of pesticides and other chemicals which act as pollutants and actually destroy our body cells and can even promote the formation of cancer cells in our bodies. That's why plants in the wild, animals in the wild who feed on organic plants, you find them to be more healthier. They don't have arthritis, they don't have diabetes, they don't have cancer, and so on. But we who feed on modified foods, we are at risk of contracting chronic diseases which we do not even know. We even do not know when they'll strike after consumption of these contaminated plants and vegetables. So my advice is we should try to eat as organic as possible so that we obtain natural organic nutrients into our body cells. Thank you very much. Let's meet tomorrow.